What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are here Dyno Solutions and Kissimmee, and we got Bobby's car up in the dyno right now. They're setting it up. 2016-17 Mustang GT Performance Pack 1, and he's got the 4 Performance Pack tune in it with the GT350 intake, and we're just gonna get a baseline, because after we do the baseline, he is going to do headers, 18 manifold, injectors, E85 for a little bit, and then right after that he's gonna get a Pro Charger that he's got coming. So we're gonna put his car on the dynos, getting ready, and right after that Rob's on his way. I think he got a flat on the RS3, so he might bring the Supra. So we're gonna see if we can get Rob to put his car on the dyno. If not, we'll get the Hellcat and find out if it gets to 500 horsepower stock. A lot of people are gonna get mad at me for that. They're gonna be like, "Oh, Hellcat's almost 700." No. So we'll see. If I put on the dyno, I'm hoping for 625-ish, somewhere around there at least. You know, 717 with the loss, 625 should be okay right about there and then. And yeah, so we're gonna put it on. We're gonna take out the fuse for the ABS, so the rear brakes doesn't lock, even though if I take traction control all the way off. With the new nannies, these cars go crazy, I guess, from what I read. And we'll find out. Also, I am not doing a 6th gear pull. I know 6th gear is the 1-to-1, but I'm doing it in 5th gear just because 6th gear is going to take me at like almost 200 miles per hour, and I haven't looked up if these tires can hold that or not. So I just want a baseline just in case I end up doing something later on. I can see the difference, and yeah, we'll take it from there. So let's find out. So Rob did have to come in the Supra, so we're gonna see if we can persuade him to go on the dyno.
We'll make a valiant effort.
I might even offer to race him in stock form with the shitty ass tires. Stock Hellcat versus stock Supra. Supra is lighter, and I'll probably spin like a mofo, so if he gets ahead, I'm done. Must be nice to have options like that, right? Oh, the RS3 flat tire. I'll come in the Supra. So 430, 403, smoothing 4. I'm gonna switch it to RPM and see if we can switch that to smoothing 5 and find out. But yeah, let me see. So Rob's putting in the dyno, and I didn't even have to say I'll race him, so we'll leave that out, okay? This later, because I think so. You said you might have done 4th.
So this one is in 4th gear, that one is in 5th gear, and that one is in 5th gear.
Yeah.
This one is a torque adjusted. This one he said he had the torque set for 4th gear, not 5th gear.
Oh.
That's why the torque was so low.
Okay. All right. But still, the line is pretty good. Billy's on the dyno getting strapped in. Some motor comers going out. Some other cars out here.
I'm excited to do the full bolt on.
Yeah, very good. That's better. What you think? $599 or $601? What you think?
It'll slow itself down. Yeah. It's got a brake.
What it make? Almost 700, 681.
Oh, shit.
Hey, you gotta do 6 gear.
That shit sounds so good though.
You gotta do 6 gear.
Yeah. So 681 horsepower, 649 torque. That was in 5th gear. I was just testing it out. It went to 155. Sorry about the fans, I'll go out in a minute. But I'm gonna do a 6th gear and pray and spray. I am not doing a 6th gear pull. I know 6th gear is the 1-to-1, but I'm doing it in 5th gear just because 6th gear is gonna take me at like almost 200 miles per hour. I am not doing a 6th gear pull.
A few minutes later.
So I started with the 5th gear to be on the safe side, and I got to the 150s, 155, something like that in 5th gear, and I got 681 horsepower, 649 torque. So of course, because it's not the 1-to-1 gear, it's gonna make a little bit more horsepower. But then after seeing how safe it ran and everything, we went ahead and did the 6th gear pull. 6th gear pull took us to 198 mile per hour, and the horsepower was 658 and the torque was 674. So that was a little nerve-wracking to get in the dyno. The dyno holds the speed. It's just kind of feeling it in the car. It was pretty cool. So you'll see all that. And when I put the video of the car going, and I have video inside too, so you'll be able to see the RPMs and all that stuff. So we got Bobby's car done. We got my car done, and now we got the Supra on the rollers. So we had an issue with Rob's Supra. The car has the dyno mode. We didn't set it up right, and then we couldn't figure out how to get it to go into dyno mode, so Rob decided just to take the car down and bring it back at another time. So quick recap. Remember, dyno is a tool, so don't get caught up on the numbers. Don't go crazy thinking, you know, Bobby made this much, I made this much, that's too much, that's too low, I made this, you made that. It does, who cares? Bobby has a baseline dyno, so when he goes with his full bolt-ons, you know, the 18 manifold, injectors, E85, headers, VMP tune, he can run it at a track, see the difference versus his 12.2 at 113 now. You know, he can see how much faster he can get, and then he can take it to the dyno and see the difference. You take it to the same dynos, conditions might be different, but it doesn't matter. You see somewhat of a gain. You can kind of measure the gain. And he's got a Pro Charger kit too he's putting together for his car, so I don't know if he's going to skip the bolt-on part or not, but if he doesn't, then he has, you know, he has that progression of dyno numbers and track numbers, and he runs all that full weight. He hasn't even taken weight out of the car. So yeah, he's got baseline, and I threw my Hellcat on there, so I got baseline numbers. The numbers might seem high to some, might seem low to some. I did a 5th gear pull. It took it to 155 mile per hour at 6,000 RPMs. It was 681 horsepower, 649 torque. And then I did a 6th gear pull, took it to 200 miles per hour, and it was 658, 675 at 6,100 RPM. The car was running healthy because I put 8 ounces of BOOSTane, which I usually do like with the Mustang when I took it to the track. Even if I wasn't on a BOOSTane tune full of BOOSTane, if I was on the 93 tune, even on the red car too, when it was just regular tune, when I would go have fun with the car, when you put pump gas 93, it might be a little messed up, and you want real 93 so the car feels good. So I always put 8 ounces of BOOSTane, just a little bit to bump it up. If it's underneath 93, bump it up to 93 or bump it up to 94. You can feel the difference. The car feels a lot healthier. So I did that with the Hellcat, and it felt good driving it there. It was half a tank, more than half a tank, I don't know, but it felt you know, much smoother and nicer running there. And then it looks healthy. Like I said, dyno too. Numbers are numbers. I got a baseline. If I ever do anything to it, to the engine and transmission, which I don't have planned to anytime soon, all I want is like tires and maybe shed some weight off, and I'm gonna have some fun with it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks to Mostro at Dyno Solutions. I'm gonna put a link in the description of their shop and their location. It was $25 for 2 pulls, and then they have an hourly rate. And the cool thing is, you go, they set up the car, you drive your own car. You know, if you kind of know what you're doing and it's not their specialty, you run the car on the dyno to whatever RPM you need to. You can log it, you can send it to your tune, you can wait. There's no pressure, there's no hurry. You know, I mean, you're not going to go up there and sit 5 hours if you're not renting it, but you get the car for 2 pulls, and it's not back to back. You can wait 10-15 minutes, let the car cool down, get a response from your tuner or whatever, load the tune, and run it again, you know. So thanks to them. Check it out. It's a nice dyno. It's pretty cool. They all like power over there. It's a lot of fun when you're waiting and more people show up. It's good ambience. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you like the video, smash that like button, comment on the power, comment on the differences, what you think, and comment on Marty harassing me. You know, since he made 600 horsepower on the twin turbo V6, he's been wanting to run the Hellcat, and he's got a really good chance. I mean, that car moves. It's nice. It's fast. It's 600 to 700 pounds lighter, somewhere around there. It's a manual car versus an auto car, but I think Hellcats, once they're moving, they do pretty good. But his is tuned, and it makes good power. So look out soon for that. So subscribe so you don't miss that. All right, and I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, peace.